Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal softball here live in Eunice as your Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Dora Lady Coyotes. We are getting ready to get started here. We've had some technical difficulties as far as our signal, as we have mentioned multiple times here in Eunice. When we're in this softball field, there is no connection as far as service goes, so we run off a little modem that connects to the local cell tower, and it's just a cell phone signal. So my apologies is all I can say. The service has been in and out today. It's been one of those days. The last couple of games have been pretty good. Today we've been struggling so far, so we've reset it. We're up and running. The two teams are getting ready to get out there. The Eunice Lady Cardinals have walked out onto the field to start their warm-ups. The captains have met, and so we are getting ready to get started here as your Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Dora Lady Coyotes in a district matchup here late in the season. And I am still working on getting rosters. I'm here by myself right now. I've got Rosendo on his way, and we've got Charlie out there who says he will help try to run the app from afar. So looks like we're going to have Kelly Stinson in the circle today. She's the Cardinal ace. And once again, I am still getting rosters here. We'll quickly send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports as we're getting ready to get this thing going here as the Dora Lady Coyotes will bat first here as the visiting team. We're in the top of the first, and Inge, number 2, steps into that right-handed batter's box. Here comes the first pitch, swung on and missed for strike number 1 to Inge. And so I'm being told from the station that the video's back up and running and the mic audio is good. I can tell you we've got like 2 out of 5 bars on our service. So hopefully it'll keep us going. That second pitch was outside and low for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelly Stinson in the circle. Delivers this one. Swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Inge. So Inge quickly steps back in there. Kelly Stinson making quick work here. Here comes the next pitch, and it's on that inside edge, called a ball. So 2-2, we got an even count here. And so being told everything sounds good, and that last pitch is low for ball number 3. So we got a full count here, 3-2. We're in the top of the first, the very first batter of the day for the Dora Lady Coyotes. Here comes the next pitch, swung on, driven into center. Nice shot there by Inge. Center fielder going to scoop it up. That's Pierce, and she fires it back into second base to Jones. She flips it over to Stinson, and so the first batter reaches here today on the nice single from Inge. And number 1, this is another Inge according to my roster here. This is number 1 Inge, and she bats on the left side. So here comes the next pitch. It's low, and they throw it down. Good job there keeping that ball alive, or keeping it in front of her by Gaetan. So Inge steps back in there ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 1. And then the catcher, Gaetan, throws it over to first to keep the runner honest. So stepping back in there is Stinson. She takes a look, delivers that pitch. It's low and outside for ball number 2. So 2-1 is the count here. And so back in there, ready to go. Here comes the next pitch. It's low and outside for ball 3. So 3-1 is the count. My main man, Resendo, has arrived. He is here.
How you doing, Mr. Jones?
I'm doing well. We just got started. There's a swing and a dry foul. Trying to get to it was Lizzie Gaetan. She couldn't get there.
For a foul ball, correct?
Yes, sir. And I was calling our catcher Gaetan. And she is a Nieto, not a Gaetan,
yes.
but she's a Gaetan.
Originally, yes, from the mama side.
Yeah,
from the mama
that's
side.
right.
So she is Gaetan. That is
so
50% correct.
That's right. That's what I was calling her a while ago. I don't know why my brain was thinking that. But.
So here, what's that, a ball? Ball 4?
Yes, sir. So earning the walk is Inge. So the first Inge gets a single. The second Inge gets a walk. And now we'll have Hesso or Gesso headed to the plate.
Sorry, a little late there. Had to take care of some stuff, sir.
I understand completely. First pitch to Hesso is inside for ball 1. So 1-0. I am still working on.
Did they start early or were we running behind? Did you have to set everything back up?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
I did, but it's all right. There's a swing on and a strike.
Count making 1-1, no outs here.
All the stuff we left it here, but we had unhooked everything because Charlie had his stuff out there, and so got it all hooked up and going. Struggled for signal at first. Right now,
yes,
knock on wood, we've got a little signal, and that ball's high for ball 2. 2-1.
She hasn't sent me any more texts, so we're doing good so
yeah.
far.
Yeah, she sent them to me and you.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were. I was coming in from the north fast in a hurry. It's hard to text and drive, if you know what I mean.
There's a swing on foul for strike 2. So the board shows 2-2 here.
Yes, sir.
To Gesso or Hesso. I'm assuming that's Hesso, but I don't know. Jesso.
Hesso, what's the last name?
Yep.
Oh, ball.
That ball's outside. So once again, I'm still trying to get caught up on the rosters here. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on, hit up towards second. The pitcher actually stepped in there and deflected that ball away from the second baseman. If she'd have just let that one go, they'd have had the easy lead runner, but it went off the tip of her glove, deflected away from her and the second baseman, and so the runner's going to reach freely, and a run also scores.
For Dora, correct?
Yes, sir.
Swing and a miss for strike 1 on number 9 here.
And this is Deason.
Deason?
Deason.
Okay.
She's a decent hitter.
Let's hope she is tonight.
She's back in there ready. Right? That's right. Swung on. She fouls that one up off the fence there for strike 2.
Yes, sir. Strike number 2. Dora has 2 runners on second and first. Like Jones just said, one scorer that came home with no outs here. At the top of the first. Stinson delivers a pitch. Inside, fires it off her hands for a foul ball. Count remains the same. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. On Decent, you said?
Decent.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
changed her name, huh?
Yeah, I kind of messed you up there. As I said,
you're fine. You're correct.
She's a decent hitter. Yeah, her
Can you
name
use
is
that
Deason,
word?
D-E-A-S-O-N.
You can't put you for spelling bee contest. You'd be like confusing everybody.
Right.
Huh?
That's right. I'll throw them all off.
Once again, Decent there hit the ball, fouled it back. The count remains the same. Runners have not advanced for Dora here. Nobody has attempted the steal. Stinson rocks and fires. Delivers a high pitcher for ball 1, the first ball of this count. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon.
I agree with you there. I was talking about that in the pregame, how Saturday it was
horrible.
40 degrees and we were freezing.
Strike 3, the first out for the Eunice Cardinals as Decent goes down on strikes. She swung and missed on that one. Crazy weather here in southeastern New Mexico, right?
I agree.
I'm glad I don't have allergies that bad, right?
Yeah, Rodriguez will be at the plate now. So Rodriguez is up there for Dora, and she takes strike 1.
Kind of like a little check swing on that outside corner called strike.
Yep.
On Rodriguez. Stinson rocks and fires, delivers the inside pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 on Rodriguez. And the runners have not advanced for Dora, here. And my phone just about to swing and a missile towards the pitcher. Pitcher catches it in the air, throws it towards second for a double play. Assisted back to the Jones, making it everything 2 outs here. 3 outs, right?
Yep, that'll do it. That'll get us out of the top half of the first. As we move into the bottom of the first, your Lady Cardinals trail Dora 1-0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports. As your Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Dora Lady Coyotes here, we're in the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Lady Cardinals will be Michaela Pierce, the junior center fielder.
She's hitting the back and it is hurts.
Drilled.
She's rubbing it. She went kind of halfway out towards the mound.
She'll have that bruise right up in the high part of her back near the neck area, and probably have that prom dress on here in the next couple of days with a big softball-sized bruise right up in the upper back. So she probably won't be taking any back pictures, where you turn like
she's not
this.
She's not going to be flexing.
She's going to have the softball logo right in the middle of the
seams in the back, huh?
That's right. And so she's down to first, and here's Haley Jones. Haley Jones take the first pitch, and there goes Pierce as she steals second.
So that's bottom one on Jones, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Charlie said he'll take care of the app as soon as he gets to a hotel, so bear with us on that.
Yeah, we'll try to get that score and everything running once Charlie gets there for sure. And Jones tips that one off. It heads down the first base line, and then it's going to roll out of bounds or out of play. So into foul territory.
Yeah,
I said out of bounds. My basketball brain jumped back in.
You said all three of them, out of bounds, out of play, and foul ball.
I'll get it right one
Getting
of
them all
times.
in while we can, right?
Yes, sir.
So counting is 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a high for ball 2. We have a delay steal there by Pierce, and no attempt to throw the third to get her out. So wouldn't have made sense if she were throwing it, right?
Yeah, it was a little late at that point. So Pierce now standing on third, represents the tie and run, and swing and a miss from Jones.
Even to count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs with runner on third.
Yep.
I believe a pass ball by the catcher. She comes home.
Here comes the next pitch, swung on, hit high, foul back over the bleachers here. Probably going to be a lump on somebody's noggin.
Little kid out there. It's a beautiful day for kids out there running around.
Yeah, this is it's like summertime out here today. It's so beautiful that it's almost too hot. Here comes the next pitch, and it's going to hit Jones, and Jones heads over to first as she takes that one off the left foot. And so now runners at the corners as Jones reaches. And so that's the first 2 batters here today hit by pitches for the Cardinals. Pierce then stole 2 and 3, so she's standing on third. And up comes Melanie Nieto, and she almost got hit. The pass ball. Here comes Pierce, and she safely slides into into home. And from first to second goes Jones.
So that evens the score 1-1.
So Pierce got hit by a pitch, stole every base, including home, to put the first run on the board. And Nieto almost gets hit again.
I expect Jones to do the same thing here. Steal all the way home. That'd be nice.
Nieto was doing the limbo there. She was bobbing and weaving, looked like the Matrix. Here comes the next one, and that went behind her. and she stopped like, man, that's going to hit me. And she was already buckling down
She's a
for
little
it.
agitated too, huh?
And it went right behind her. It couldn't have missed her by like a half inch.
Yep.
I thought it got her. And I think she thought it got her.
I guess not. On the pass ball, Jones advances the third. So that's a first strike here after 3 almost hit pitches there.
So 3-1 is the count.
It's not on the board, is it? Or is that light bulbs out, huh?
Jones, yeah, it is. It is a bulb out. Brand new board, too. That just went in this past summer,
Yep.
right?
Yes, sir.
And she
So
takes
brings
that
it to a
strike.
full count, huh?
Yeah, so now we got a 3-2 count. Jones standing on third. No outs here to Nieto. And she swings and drives that one high, foul up over the
Out
third
of
base
play.
dugout.
Watch out there, Mr. Frazier.
And old Gary almost took a lump.
Took a spin off to the stands, too, that ball
That's
did.
right. That was kind of a crazy looking. Ended up all the way back over here almost by us.
It's amazing if we came in here.
Hit by the third base dugout, and the way it spun, it came right back off the bleachers and right up here toward the press box.
That would have left a mark.
Yep. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on foul.
she just
Staying
missed that one.
alive is Nieto.
Staying alive.
She is in there like a 70s clubber. Staying alive.
70s clubber.
Yep. Here comes the next one, and
Oh,
it's
she's
high
gone.
inside, and she'll earn the walk.
Yep. Bring Stinson up to bat, our pitcher for the Eunice Cardinals. And she's due for a big hit here.
Stinson will step up there. Runners on the corners, no outs. You've got Jones on third, Nieto on first, and Kelly Stinson, the Lady Cardinal pitcher today, steps in there ready.
Ooh, the
That
balls are
first
high
pitch
and
goes
outside.
high, and it comes back
Jones
off,
comes in, and she slides
Jones
under the
gonna get
tag.
there. Man, that was a lot closer than the
And
umpire.
Nieto's going to third, and she hesitates. And gets in a rundown, trying to get the third. For the first out for the Lady Cardinals, as Nieto tried to get a little greedy there, right?
Yeah, she was headed for third. She just took off a little late, and then she got caught.
Midway.
Man, coming home, I believe that was Jones. That was close, too, because that ball hit the fence and came right back to the catcher. And Jones was already halfway down the baseline,
She was already committed.
just kept on coming. And the catcher then tried to pitch it to the pitcher, where I think if she'd have just run and tagged her, she had her. But by the time she pitched it, the pitcher caught it and then tried to drop for the tag. Jones was sliding under her.
Jones did a beautiful slide, too, sliding towards the outside corner on that as well.
Yep.
So
So we got a 2-1 count here to Stinson. And we got a 2-1 score up on the board. The Lady Cardinals have taken the lead 2-1.
Ooh,
And
she
Stinson
almost took it to the head.
almost got ear hold, and she was making like the Matrix for just a minute.
That ball was high. Stinson's a pretty tall young lady.
Yep. Stepping back in there, Stinson, and
whoa.
she drives that one into
That's
left
going,
center
that's going.
field. It's over the top of the left fielder onto the fence. Stinson turns, heads for second. Now she's going to head for third. It's going to be close at third. She slides in there, and she's safe as Stinson with a triple. And she's standing on third base here with no outs.
She went high to get that ball when she swung at it.
Yeah, that ball was above her head.
Yes, she wanted it bad.
She jackhammered it out there in the left center field, and that'll bring up Peyton Williams with no outs. And she takes that first pitch inside
For a
corner
strike.
for strike one.
Say what? Charlie said that ball don't lie. Oh, Charlie.
Back in there is Williams. Here comes the next pitch, and it's high and outside. And they throw it down, and man, it was
that was
close. Stinson almost got picked off on third, and even she took a big breath after that one and smiled toward her teammates in the dugout.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, and there's a big swing by Peyton Williams for strike two.
She wanted that one. It's just two strikes, no balls, right? No, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it is.
I think it's 1 and 2, yep.
Yep.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Here comes the next pitch. It's a high one like Stinson.
people.
And that one goes right back over here where all the kids are playing again. And luckily it hit kind of in the middle of all of them.
Over here on the turf behind us, right?
Yep. So the board says 2-2. I think it's 1-2, isn't it? Or is it 2-2 now?
I think it's
yeah, 1
1-2,
ball,
yeah.
2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Stepping back in there. Here comes the pitch. Driven high up into shallow center. Center fielder making a run for it. And it goes off her glove. And so Williams is going to be standing on second. Stinson trots home. And we'll call Williams a double on my paperwork, which is not official. It's probably an error. But
It
we'll
looks
give
better
her
that way.
Yeah, we'll give her the double.
So making a score 3-1. Eunice here leads the bottom of the first.
Lizzie Gaetan steps up to the plate. Williams on second. No outs. First pitch is.
Call that a strike, you said.
Whew, man,
That's what I see. Oof.
that ball was way high and way inside, and Gaetan stands in the back of the box. Oh, and that ball
Behind
went
the back.
behind the batter.
And Wilson comes all the way to. I'm sorry, that's not Wilson. That's on third.
Williams?
Williams, yes,
Yep,
Williams. I called it Wilson. I don't know why.
Here comes the next pitch, and that one's high for ball 2. So 2-1 is the count.
She has a long sleeve on, too. Most of those Eunice Cardinals girls have long sleeves on, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
There's a drive into left center field. The center fielder, left fielder, both coming over. Neither one of them get to it. And so Williams is going to score easily. Gaetan with a stand-up double is
And the outfielders for Dora are having a hard time right now, and the sun is to their back, so
yep.
we can't blame the sun right now.
And that'll bring up Riley Root. She steps into that left-handed batter's box, takes that first pitch. Oh my goodness!
He calls that,
called
a strike. He did.
I think he's trying to get out of the inning.
I agree with you.
4-1 is the score, and that second pitch is way high, and they call that.
That
one.
was closer to being a strike than the other one, Charlie said.
So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Where you at, Charlie? We need your comments up here.
There's a swing and a miss.
I think she had it. That was a defensive swing there.
Yeah.
I think it would be called a strike. If not,
So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Gaetan standing on second, and that pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. So 2-2 is the count.
seen a javelin being thrown over there.
Yeah. Got a little track practice going. There's a drive
Ooh,
towards
nice
center
hit.
field.
Oh,
And a
beautiful
beautiful
catch.
catch by the shortstop, running back into center field and snow coning it out there in shallow center. And she saved a for sure run as Dillard with the fly out, and that'll move us to Leilene Zamora.
Is that the first out of the?
Yes.
Whoa.
According to the board, that is the first. And there's a first pitch that is high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, a 4-1 game. Here comes the next pitch, driven into left field. It's a great hit. It's going to get past the left fielder. Turning third is Gaetan.
Run, Lizzie, run, Lizzie.
She's coming, and she's in there. And Zamora with a stand-up double RBI.
They swap places, her and Lizzie, huh?
Yes. And that'll bring up Lexi Garcia as Lex steps in there with 1 out. First pitch is high for ball 1. We got a 5-1 score here. For those of you back home watching, we don't have the app going yet, or at least we didn't earlier. Charlie's going to get it up and running once he gets to his hotel.
Hotel California.
Or hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Quality Inn, huh?
Something like
That's
that.
why he's so smart. He always says a Holiday Inn, right?
Yep. And so there goes Zamora headed for third, and she's going to get in there. And
So that's, what, 2 balls, 1 strike as more advanced to third?
Yep, 2-1.
2-1. Sunflower seeds must be good because she's tearing up that bag, huh?
There's
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Who is this up the bat? Is this McGuire?
This is Garcia.
Garcia, okay.
Yep. Lex Garcia steps back in there ready to go. Here comes the pitch. It's high and outside for ball 3. So we got a 3-2 count. Full count here in a 5-1 ball game. Zamora standing on third. Here comes the pitch. It's low. It's going to get by.
Home.
Zamora heads home. She almost gets knocked out
And
with
she
a
kinda
bat
stopped there.
because they threw the bat right in front of her.
She was still in
And
home.
she almost hurt herself trying not to step on the bat. She was torn between, do I slide? Do I step on that bat? Do I not slide?
Do I make the third out? What do I do here,
Yes.
Coach?
And Garcia, as she earned the walk, just turned and pitched her bat right down beside home plate. And Zamora was headed for home on the steal, and she couldn't slide because the bat was laying. And so
It was a crazy situation
Yes.
for Zamora. Hopefully she didn't hurt herself.
And so we batted around here as we're still in the bottom of the first, and we're back to
There's
Michaela
a dog
Pierce.
on the field.
Yes,
There's
there
a dog
is.
on the field.
There is a dog, and the ump sees him, and the ump going to call Duke. It's like, Duke, get off the field, Duke. You can't be running around out in left field, Duke. You got to go sit
Could you
down.
imagine if he would have squatted? That would have been so cool. I'd be like, what?
Took a poo-poo out there in the left field area. That wouldn't have been good. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on, driven foul up over the first base dugout. It's going to get out of play. Yeah.
So that's what 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 outs for the Eunice Cardinals. They have a 6-1 lead, right?
Old Duke was out there running around in left field looking for a place to duke, and the ump had to stop play for just a minute.
Whoa,
and
what's
say,
out
hey,
there?
Coach, get Duke off the field.
Duke needs a haircut, man. He look a little fluffy out there.
He was fluffy, looked like a cotton ball or a Q-tip. Oh, and that pitch just almost got Pierce on the grill.
Again.
Yeah.
Might get a hitter again
Twice
in the same
inning.
Boy, I'd be mad.
Yeah. So Pierce back in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, I forgot
We
that.
almost missed it.
Woo,
I
woo.
wasn't paying attention,
Me
but
neither.
3 balls, 2
We're
strikes
excited right now.
there.
We got the lead. All right, let's go here now. Oh, that's 3-1. 3-2, full count here.
Yep, with 2 outs, here comes the pitch, high and outside for ball 4. So Pierce earns another walk. She's got a runner in front of her this time, so probably won't be able to steal every base. And Haley Jones comes to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs in a 6-1 game. Score is 6-1, and that first pitch is high for ball 1.
Remember, Haley Jones got hit on the second pitch last time she was at the bat, so hopefully she can get a good hit here.
Yep.
And bring both runs in.
So Jones steps back up there. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, she
she
wanted
takes
it.
that one for ball 2. So 2-0. That ball was right about forehead level. And she measured it up and thought about it.
That
And
dog
Duke,
was on the field again.
Duke is running across. We got a streaker, and his name is Duke. Here comes the next pitch,
Dog
and it
gets
goes
away.
over the catcher, hits the pole on the screen, and then bounces back. And the runners are going to advance. They're standing at second and third.
I think Duke needs some water. He might have a little heat stroke. Or tie it up, one or two. Put him on the leash, boss. Oh, Jones let that one go by.
She did. She had the take sign
Yep.
on that one, and
All
the
the
coach
way.
looks at her and shakes his
You
head.
know
Yeah,
she
and
wanted
claps.
it.
Yes.
And I know Daddy up here wanted her to hit it, too.
Yep. So here comes the next pitch. It's jackhammered over toward
catch, don't
third.
catch, don't
High
catch, don't catch.
fly.
Oh, she
and the
caught
third
it.
baseman going to catch it, and down goes Jones. And as we move into the second, the Lady Cardinals lead Dora 6-1.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal softball here live in Eunice. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Hello, hello, sir. How you doing today on this beautiful afternoon for some softball?
It is a nice day here. Last time I saw a temperature reading was about 91, 92 degrees.
You ain't in flip-flops and shorts?
Man, I was going to do it. I hadn't been outside because Chloe hadn't been running track, so I hadn't been out. So my legs look
we
like
don't want
about
those,
like the Lady
yeah.
Cardinal shirts there. Here comes the first pitch, and it is right in
strike.
there for strike one.
You'll be blinding people up here, huh?
That's right. This is Gomez at the plate. Yeah, I hadn't been in much sun. And here comes the second pitch, and it's fouled off for strike two. This is Gomez at the plate.
That's a good thing for your age, right? You don't want to get too much sun. You wrinkle up a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I just, in all honesty, I go back to the doctor day after tomorrow, and they're going to have to cut a bunch of skin cancer off of me. So staying out of the sun is probably
Swing and a miss for
a
strike
good
three for
thing.
that young lady for the first out.
Down goes Gomez. That is the second K for Stinson here in this ball game, and that'll bring up Kendrick, number 15, for the Lady Coyotes.
The Lady Coyotes.
Hey, I've had skin cancer problems since I was in my mid-20s. Multiple kinds, and that first pitch is in there for
That just
strike
means you
one.
spent a lot of time outside when we were young.
Yeah, you know,
And that Arkansas sun's a little stronger than over here.
Yeah, and the carcinomas that I always have to get cut off, those are sun-related. But I also have the melanomas, and the type of melanoma that I have is, they say it's hereditary. most likely. And we just lost one of our lights, so we may or
We
may
got three
not.
now.
It came back on just as I said that.
So we might have a little delay here.
Yeah. And down goes Kendrick on the strikeout, so Stinson with her third K of the game. And that'll bring up Jones. And I don't believe she's related to me, but if she knocks this one over that right field fence, I may claim her.
That's wrong, dude. That's wrong, man.
She steps in there ready. Here comes the first pitch. There, the light went off again, and it's in there for strike one. And now as soon as I said it, it came back on and went back off. So looks like we're struggling for internet signal today. So if we're in and out, that's why we apologize.
This is hot air in the air, right?
Yeah, could be me.
Well, in that case, we will never have service
That's
anywhere.
right. That's right.
Even if we're
I'm full of that hot air. Here comes the next pitch. It's
Oh,
right
three's
down
down
that
stri- oh, what?
outside
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
He called the late call.
like a 5-minute delay, boss.
So that's a 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2 outs in a 6-1 game. 6-1 Eunice leads. And that swing and a miss, and down goes Jones. That is the 4th K for Stinson as we head into the bottom of the second. The Lady Cards lead 6-1.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium-duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal Sports. Here live in Eunice as your Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Dora Lady Coyotes. We're in a 6-1 game. That score is 6-1. We're starting the bottom of the second here, and Melanie Nieto heads to the plate. This young lady walked her first at bat, and she's in there ready to go this time, and she takes that first pitch high for ball 1.
And this is the first game of a doubleheader.
Yeah, we got a long day ahead of us, and there's a drive toward left field. It could be out of here.
It's fair.
It's off the fence. Turning and heading for a second is Nieto. She's going to turn, and she had a big lead there at second as she heads back over. And when that first came off the bat, I thought it might get out of here.
It was in a good spot, man, but just we're a little short there.
Yep.
She got a double out of it. Nice hit.
So Stinson will come to the plate. Young lady had a triple her first trip to the
We got
plate.
a timeout here by the Dora.
They're going to send a courtesy runner in, trying to see who that is. Number 8 is Leva Alejandra. Isn't that a song? Alejandra.
No, it's Alejandro, ain't it? I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
maybe
give me
it was
this. I don't know
Alejandro.
much Spanish. I don't know. We
That
got
first
Heath
pitch
up to
is-
his puppy.
Yeah, Heath brought his puppy, so that makes it all worth it. So runner standing on second. Here comes the pitch to
swing and a
Stinson.
miss.
And she swung that one like she was trying to hit it out there to those people throwing the javelin.
Making it 1-1. She's trying to hit the javelin with the softball, ain't she?
Yep. Here comes that next pitch, and it's way outside for ball 2. 2-1 to Stinson in a 6-1 game.
It's like a
6-1.
gang saying 2-1.
Yep. Throwing them deuces up.
Oh, no. Lay off that.
And, she hit one like that while ago out there into left center field.
She wants to hit the ball, Coach.
Yes.
I mean, she doesn't want to be walked. She wants to raise that batting average.
I agree.
There it is.
And,
Oh!
she took a big swing at that one.
Her
And
brother's just smiling at the stands.
the
Like,
coach pointing at the ground like, hey, ease up a little bit. So we got a 3-2 count here. Stinson back in there, and she drives that one towards center field. It's a high
Is it over?
fly ball.
Oh.
It's going to go right behind the center fielder into the fence. Stinson
sending
with
her
a
home.
stand-up double. They're going to send the runner home, and Alejandra runs in there, so we'll give Stinson
An
the
RBI.
RBI double.
that went all the way back to the warning track, man. I almost hit the fence.
Yep.
That was a good hit there.
And that'll bring Peyton Williams up.
Should be 7-1.
Young lady had a double her last at bat. And she takes that first pitch for strike one and takes a look down there at the coach and kind of shrugged her shoulders like, hey, you told
Can
me
I
to
swing
take
now?
that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Here comes the next pitch, and it's hit toward left center
That's
field.
a gapper.
The center fielder didn't see it. You could tell she
stood
didn't
there
see
the
it.
whole time. Well, she's
And
tired.
scoring is Stinson, and Williams did the scorpion. As
Sorry for laughing.
she was headed into second, decided she was going to do the Pete Williams, and about the time her body hit the ground, it stopped, and her heels come up and touched the back of her helmet.
Oh, she's hurt right now. Look at her.
She did the skateboard scorpion out there, and but she gets the RBI double, and that'll bring up Gaetan, a young lady that doubled her last at bat.
I swear the score now is 8-1 here in the bottom of the second.
And that ball's hit foul right back over the top of us. Might come through the window, and it didn't.
Lucky us.
So Liz Gaetan steps back into the batter's box with a 1-1 count. You know, it's funny how everybody has their preference, but she stands way on the outside back of that box. And there's a pitch that's inside near her shins, and stealing is going to be Williams, and she decides not to Pete Rose this
That's
one.
a better slide right there. That's a way better slide.
She acted like that one hurt too.
She's going to be real sore tomorrow after that slide.
And there's a drive foul over toward the third base line.
Look at them hands by that coach over there.
He scooped it up. That's
And is that
Kyle. Keep
AC
it
on?
simple, Kimple. Yeah, the AC is on.
Man, I'm burning up here, boss.
Yeah, it is on. You know what happens? We got all these windows open, and every time that door opens, it just swoops right through here and sucks all the cold air right out of this thing.
Swoops. You're to a
Swoop.
full count here, huh?
Swoops, there it is, like Cheryl from Lubbock. Here comes the next pitch. It's driven high into shallow center field. It's going to get down. Center fielder coming up. She couldn't get to it. And scoring is Williams. And Gaetan with an RBI single.
Feel sorry for that center fielder for the Dora Coyotes. She has a lot of action to the last three batters.
Yes, she is getting some action. Riley Dillard steps up to the plate. The left-hander, runner on first, is Gaetan. Here comes the pitch, swung on and missed for strike one.
Gaetan is still standing on first base. I thought she was going to go for a steal.
She thought about it.
I thought wrong.
No outs here. We're in the first inning. I'm sorry, the second inning. In a six run scored in the first, 3 runs scored in the second for the Lady Cardinals. And there's a drive up towards second. Goes off the second baseman's glove. And reaching second is Gaetan. And so Dillard with a single. We'll call it a single. It's probably more like an error, but it's a single on my paper.
We'll take it.
That brings Leilene Zamora up. Young lady had an RBI double her first at bat. We've still got no outs here in a 9-1 ball game.
An RBI double right earlier.
Yep.
And she almost got taken out by a bat as well.
That is true, as she was sliding
At
home.
Either she was sliding or dodging the bat, one or the other.
So runners on first and second.
That's ball two.
Zamora with a 2-0 count.
We need to do a double still here.
Here comes the next pitch. Swung on, hit into shallow left center, and the shortstop going to make that catch. I thought it was going to be a little deeper than that. It was not. So Zamora with the fly out. And that'll bring up Garcia.
I'm probably waiting for them to get that bat out of the way. There you go.
So Lexi Garcia steps up. Young lady walked her last at bat. Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch. High for ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Garcia. Runner on first and second, and Garcia takes that one right in the side of the knee. And she'll head over to first, and we've got the bases loaded.
Man, that had it hurt. It's Pierce up the bat, correct?
Yes, this back to the top of the lineup. Garcia took that one. It looked like right in the side of the knee. And that, man, there's just not much there. That looked like it hurt. So here comes Pierce with 1 out and the bases juiced. Young lady got hit by a pitch her first at bat. She walked her second at bat.
So she gets a hit here. We'll be in good shape.
Here she goes. She takes that one inside, and I was waiting on a delay call.
That was the ball?
So they call the ball. 2 balls, no strikes here to Pierce. I usually call a spade a spade. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Here comes the next one, and that one looks like a pretty good pitch, and they do call that one a delayed strike.
The other one looked prettier than that, and that was a ball.
Yep.
Anyways, 2 balls, 1 strike on Pierce here.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
I'm like, ooh, ah.
The board says 3-1. Is it 3-1
No,
or
sir.
2-1?
I think it's 2-1.
Here comes the next pitch. Dribbler down the third baseline, foul.
Coach didn't feel that one out that time, huh?
The board now shows 3-2, and he shows 2-2.
2-2.
The ump just held up 2 fingers and said 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here, and 1 out. Oop, and she almost took that one in the ear hole again.
Or in the bat, man. If I was batting right now, I'd be really scared right now, especially her.
Pierce has been a magnet, too, because she almost got hit her last at bat. She did get hit her first at bat. And she drives that one foul over toward the concession stand. Hope people are ducking.
Hope the concession stand is open.
Well, yeah, that's true, too.
On this hot day, you can sell a lot of water.
Yeah, and on the cold day, you could have sold a lot of hot cocoa the other day. Pierce back in there, ready to go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That usually means 3-2-1 contact, and she drives it into left field, and it's going to be foul. Dang it. Stayed just a little bit left of that left field foul line.
Count remains the same. The bases are loaded for this young lady. She can blow the game wide open here with hitting a gapper somewhere.
Back in there, ready to go again. Bases are juiced. The count is 3-2-1. There's contact again. It's a foul ball.
Ooh.
And so staying alive like a 70s clubber is Pierce.
There's quite a few people out here. This is a district game.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so because now we've got those divisions that are all together. There's a drive up the gap. It's going to get into center field.
For sure.
1 run scores. The second one's going to score. And so Pierce with a 2 RBI single.
And the score now is 11-1, if that is correct, up there on the board. And we bring Jones up the bat.
Haley Jones, young lady, got hit by a pitch and a fly out her last at bat, and Pierce is going to steal second after the first strike. So 0-1 to Haley Jones. Back in there ready. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and driven into center field. That's going to score a run. They're going to turn Pierce and send her home, and she's easily in there.
Jones thought about going to second.
And Jones going to get back to first, and so Jones, Haley Jones, with an RBI single.
There's that breeze right there.
Yeah, that's what sucks all your cool air out of here. Every time that door opens, it goes.
That fan, like this one, it blew open.
Yeah.
Literally.
So 0-1. There's a drive into left center field. It's way back off the center fielder or left fielder's glove, and turning to second is Nieto.
That's a beautiful shot by Nieto. I thought it was gone.
Young lady with a was that an RBI?
No, nobody scored on that one. Nobody on. She only got she went from first to third. That was Jones.
So Jones standing on third.
Time out here.
Second and third.
Courtesy runner. I believe Coach over here has instructed him, watch the first ball go by no matter what.
Yeah.
Strike ball no matter what. Just watch it go by.
So Nieto comes out. Coming in is Leyva Alejandra. She heads out there to be the courtesy runner. So you got Leyva on second, Jones on third, and stepping up to the plate is Kelly Stinson, the cleanup batter, and she fouls that first pitch up behind the catcher. Catcher trying to get to it, can't quite get to it. It's good for the Cardinals as Stinson is usually our big banger from the
got
plate.
The big stick out there.
She had a triple her first at bat here today, a double with an RBI her second at bat, and she steps back up there ready to go with a 1 strike count. So 0-1 to Stinson, and she drives that one towards center field. Center fielder coming up and makes a good catch.
See where her parents are at.
Yes.
Huh? That's a beautiful job by that center fielder. She's had a lot of action. That's the first one she's been able to reel in, right?
So 2 outs as Stinson goes down to the line out to center, and stepping up now will be Peyton Williams. Young lady has doubled both times that she's been at the plate, and she hits that one hard
to double again.
To the left field side.
Oh, she might get a
go
triple.
All the way into the corner.
Get on your wheels, Peyton.
Is Nieto. Here comes Peyton, and she stops.
He stopped her. She wanted it, Coach.
That is her third double of the ball game here, and she got an RBI double out of that one.
Man, making the score 15-1 here in the bottom of the second.
Nieto scores on the RBI double from Peyton Williams, and Lizzie Gaetan comes to the plate. Young lady had a double her first at bat and an RBI single her second, and she swings and missed. Dealing is going to be Williams. Williams had a big lead. The catcher threw it to second, and Williams took off for third.
She was halfway. Why not, right?
Yep.
She throws to third, go back to second.
And that pitch is inside for ball number 2.
3?
2-3.
2.
So 2 balls, 1 strike here, 2 outs in a 15-1 game. There's a high fly ball up over second. Second baseman under it and misses it in and out of the glove.
Under second baseman.
I'll give Gaetan an RBI single. It's probably an error on the official paperwork, but on mine I'll give her the RBI single, and here comes Riley Dillard.
Making them look like All-Americans out there.
I'm telling you.
That's all that matters, right?
Dillard with a fly out her first at bat, her single her last at bat, and she steps in there ready to go with Gaetan on first. Here comes the pitch. It's outside for ball 1.
And Lizzie gets a huge lead over that first. Look at her. She might go to second.
And there's a drive over into third base area, off the third baseman's glove, and into second. And so a single advances the runner for Dillard. Runners now at first and second with Leilene Zamora coming up. Young lady had a double RBI her first at bat, and she hit a pop fly out her last at bat.
We have some substitution here, I believe. The coach is coming out here now. He's picking up the bat that's on the deck circle. We'll have a pinch hitter. Number 22 is going to be coming up to hit after, if it happens, after Zamora.
There's a drive into left field. Gaetan's going to turn. Oh, no, he's going to stop him. He held him up. She could have clearly came home. He stopped him and held him up. And so a single for Zamora, and that'll bring up a courtesy batter, I believe, or a substitution, one or the other. And that'll be Emma Garrett.
Right, Emma Garrett, number 22.
So here comes Emma Garrett to the plate. Young lady with a long line of Cardinals in her family tree. And the Boyd family, Boyd Ranch. One of my classmates is her mama. And so she steps up there ready to go.
She needs a good hit here, huh?
Yep. Bases are loaded. Huh? Yep. Back in there ready. She fouls that one off the knuckles for strike 1. So the bases are juiced. Garrett. I want to call her Boyd because her mama's a Boyd. Grandparents are Boyds. And she swings at that one for strike 2. So 0-2 to Garrett. 16-1 is the score here. And she swings at that one, and down goes Garrett on the strikeout. That is the first K, I believe, of the game for Yeso for Dora. And that'll get us out of the inning out of the top half. Yeah, that'll get us out of the inning. As we move to the third, the Lady Cardinals lead Dora 16-1.
The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No-Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal Sports as your Lady Cardinals are hosting the Dora Lady Couts, and we've got Morgan coming to the plate as the batter here for the Lady Couts. And the late Running out onto the field is the coach for Dora, trying to coach third base. So they paused everything for just a minute. Kelly Stinson in the circle for the Lady Cards. Rocks and fires one low for ball one.
That was pretty low for her first pitch, huh? But she's been on the bench for a while. After that big inning the Eunice Cardinals had there in the bottom of the second.
Stepping back in there, ready to go. Here comes the next pitch. It's down the middle. It's hit foul down the third or first base line. It's going to stay foul.
That was a good spot.
Yep. Yeah, about 20 feet to the left, and she'd have been in business.
She probably would have gone on.
She was behind that pitch from Stinson as Stinson put some heat on it. And a late swing from the right-handed batter hit it over down that right field foul line. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's inside for ball two. So 2-1 is the count to Morgan.
A lot of excitement here, huh?
Yeah, tons.
Tons. It's just
There's a swing foul. Staying alive is Morgan. Dora in the red jerseys with the dark pants. Eunice in the white jerseys with the red pants. Both teams' colors are red and white.
I think a whole district other than Giles red and white, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. That sounds right. And so down goes Morgan on the strikeout. That is the 5th strikeout of the game for Stinson, and that'll bring Dora back to the top of the batting lineup here as Inge steps up there. This young lady had a single, her first at bat today. And she hits that one foul over the first base dugout off the roof.
Not a play, huh? So was she the only one has been scored by Dora?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so, yes, because the pitcher for Dora, Jessel, is the one that hit her in. So stepping back in there, ready to go, and that ball is on that outside edge, and they call it a strike. Great job of framing it by Nieto there as she kind of caught it and then slid that glove over a couple inches.
Just
Same
like that.
thing right there.
Man, he didn't like that one.
Oh, man.
He didn't call that a strike, did he?
That one looked prettier probably than the last one. No, I guess not. I guess he called it a ball.
Yep.
Here comes the next pitch. Driven into left field. Scooping it is Dillard, and she's going to throw it over to second, and that'll make that a single. That's the second single of the ball game for Inge.
Man, you can swing that bat. She took care of that play pretty good.
And that'll bring up the second of the Inges as this one walked her last at bat. This is the left-hander, and she drives that one into left center field. Dillard and Pierce struggled with it for a second, and she heads for third.
Oh, gets right hitting the back.
And the ball from center field thrown toward third hits the player right square in the back as she was sliding into third.
That's an upper back close to her neck area, huh?
Yeah, I hope she don't have prom Saturday. Because if she does, she'll have a big softball logo right in the upper center of her back.
Man, that had to hurt. I heard that through the earmuffs, brother.
And Pierce chunked that ball, too. And so, anyway, we've got a little timeout here on the field. I'll try to, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I was going to say I'll try to shout out to some sponsors. There's a list. Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, NMR Pipeline, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BTH Services and Rental, and Eunice Wrecker and Rental. We appreciate you, appreciate all that you do.
Can they get her pinch runner, probably put some ice on that?
Yeah.
She's grabbing like right up here in her neck area.
Yeah, that upper center neck area.
That's very dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have ice on our concession stands closed. They might have ice on it, right?
Is the concession closed again? Is it closed?
You want me to confirm it real quick?
I don't know. I just wonder.
Well, it has to be because my daughter ain't asked for no money yet.
Really? Man, I don't get it, but
I could be wrong.
I don't get it. 16-1 is the score on the board. The Lady Cards lead by 15 here. And
the other Inge got a double out of that hit sister, huh?
Yeah, so Inge, and I almost missed that as I was watching her get
hot
hit.
Fly here towards first base. Oh,
Williams slides in there and almost pulled her pants off. As she went sliding across the ground, she was trying to hold one hand on the pants.
Yeah, we did get her a belt, man.
Yeah.
Coach, give her a belt. Come on, don't be selfish. Even Stinson's laughing at her.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is gesso, and I'm not sure whether this is gesso or yesso. I understand the proper way to pronounce that in
English?
my Spanglish would probably be gesso, but being from Dora, it might be gesso. I don't know. Who knows?
So either one, it's 2 strikes and no balls.
That's right. That's right. So 0-2 is the count. Stepping back in is Gesso Hessel. She's ready. She swings and misses, and down goes Hessel. And that is the 6th strikeout for Stinson.
That's 1 out, huh?
That'll bring up Deason. Young lady struck out her first at bat, and she steps in there ready. Kelly Stinson in the circle. Kicks and fires one toward home, and it's driven over towards second. Jones going to scoop it up, fire it over to first. She gets the out, and that'll move the Lady Cardinals from the top of the third. As we move to the bottom of the third, the Lady Cards lead 16-1. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Lady Cardinal sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports. As your Lady Cardinals win Game 1 of the doubleheader, we jumped off, headed to the commercial, not realizing the game was over. The first game goes Eunice 16, Dora 1. So we will take a brief recess. They're going to come back with game number 2 of this doubleheader here in just a few minutes. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports. It's a 1-0 game. I spent most of the around trying to plug stuff back in and get some signal. The box, never seen it do that before, but it got hot sitting outside, which is where it usually has the best signal, so we brought it inside. And so Michaela Pierce is at the plate. She drives that one over into left field, so Pierce with the single.
Oh, she's going to stretch it to a double.
And she's in there safe.
There.
As Michaela Pierce turns that single into a double.
Speed kills, they say, right?
Yep.
That's
and so we'll
proof
give her
of
the
it right
double.
there.
And that'll bring up Haley Jones.
So the game started off just like Dora wanted to last time, 1-0.
So Haley Jones in there takes that inside pitch, and Pierce gonna play with him a little bit out there at third.
She was like 3/4 away there, huh?
Yes, she was. And so Charlie keeps sending us pictures. And Charlie, I can't hardly see your picture probably any better than you can see.
I apologize, Charlie. We're glad you made it where you were going.
That's right. The service is not good, all I can say, and all I can do is apologize.
We get delayed still by Pierce. And she is
ooh,
safe there.
That was close, and the Dora faithful wanted her called
Why
out.
are you not coming home? The coach screaming on to pay attention. Which is their daddy?
That's Daddy.
Yep.
Daddy screaming to pay attention. So I'm going to try to set this thing back outside and see if maybe it won't overheat, and maybe that'll give us an extra bit of service.
I believe that's a strike.
Yeah, called strike there, a late call.
3 balls, 1 strike on Jones, correct?
Yep.
Oh,
There's
nice
a drive into center field. Center fielder going to make the catch. Tagging and coming home is Pierce, and now we got a tie ball game at 1-1. As Jones with the RBI flyout.
What luck does she have? She crushes the ball anywhere on the field, like last game in Jow. Crushes over the girl, catches the one-hand catch. Here, center fielder hasn't caught nothing all day. Catches that deep, deep high fly ball.
So Nieto comes to the plate with 1 out, and she takes ball 1.
As a batter, that'd be so irritating.
Yeah. And
We got 3 lights.
Yeah,
That's
it's
ball
in
2
and
on
out.
Nieto.
So Nieto takes the first 2. 2-0 is the count. Kelly Stinson in the on-deck circle.
Oh, she got hit again. She got hit in the last game twice, I believe, or once. I think it was just once, right?
Yes.
Either way, puts her on.
So Nieto gets hit by a pitch, and that'll bring up Kelly Stinson to the plate. Runner on first. 1 out is what the board says.
We have a courtesy runner. Number 8.
Yeah.
That Leva again?
Number 8 is Leva, Alejandra Leva. So Stinson heads to the plate, and Nieto heads back into the dugout.
I wish we could filter some of that cold air out there, huh?
Yeah, to blow it on that that box. I've never seen the box do that before. It kept telling me it was hot, overheating, so.
Want to put some water on it?
It may be. We'll dip it in a glass of ice water, and Stinson thought about She thought
wanted
about
it.
swinging at that one.
She wants to hit the ball.
So Peyton Williams on deck, Stinson up at the plate, and she fouls that one off.
Making it count 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out with the runner on first for the Eunice Cardinals. The score is 1-1. Just in case Charlie has not been able to keep score for us quite yet.
It's showing we've got signal again, so I'm hoping it's good. And there goes Alejandra over to second on the passed ball.
So it puts her in a scoring position if we can make contact here.
Yep.
The pitch is 3 balls, 1 strike for the senior here, Stinson, who's pitching it once again in his second game here.
She back up in the circle.
Yes, sir.
And that ball is high and inside for ball number 4. So Stinson earns the walk. She'll head down to first. So now runners on first and second for Peyton Williams, a young lady that doubled 3 times in a row in the last game. And she takes that first pitch high and outside for ball 1.
I believe she has a belt on this time.
Stepping back in there, ready to go is Williams. Here comes the pitch,
Oh,
and it
she
was
just fouled that
down
one
the
off.
middle.
She missed that by a smidge,
swinging.
brother. That was a beautiful swing to you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Wooga, 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 wooga.
Oh.
And she steps back in there ready and takes that one high and outside for ball 2. So 2-1.
We need to do a little double steal here. We got speed on the bases. Why not, right?
In the backside for sure. So here comes the next pitch, and it's high and outside for ball number 3. So 3-1. On the hill in this game is also Hesso.
For Dora.
Yeah. And that ball's off the knuckles.
Fighting that in.
Foul ball. So Charlie's now sending me stuff saying it's better now, and he sent me a picture, so sounds good.
He sent you a picture of what? No.
That ball
Oh,
swung
she
on and
wanted it.
missed, and down goes Williams on the strikeout.
For out number 2 for the Eunice Cardinals.
And that'll bring up Lizzie Gaetan.
So here we go, Lizzie. Put this ball in play.
So Gaetan comes to the plate. She takes that first pitch for ball 1. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. We're in a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the first, and that pitch is way high for ball 2.
I got you went up a long way to get that, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah, she looked like you back in your high school days when you were dunking, going up high to get it.
That little 360 little
That's
leg.
right. That's right.
Ooh. Some Vince Carter.
Ooh, a big swing and a miss.
Are we stealing or not? Oh. She's supposed to go to third on those.
Oof.
Miscommunication there.
Way. Yeah, both coaches hollering different things, I think. Maybe I'm not sure. So
It's a cardinal rule. Once you go halfway, if they throw the ball to the base you came from, you go to the other base. It's
Got
like
to go.
tag.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here comes a pitch, and that one's high and inside for ball 3. So 3-1 to Gaetan.
You throw it over here to first base, balls, Dora. Oh, she lays off it for ball 4.
So Gaetan with the walk.
Loads of bases here, ladies and gentlemen. For Riley.
Old Riley Ruru comes in here ready to go. Steps into that left-handed batter's box with the bases juiced. Absolutely juiced.
I believe they give anything close. She's going to crush it, brother.
So 1-0 is the count. She takes that one outside for ball 2. So 2-0 now to Riley.
It looks like they're playing keep away from these batters.
Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Oh, my gosh. Called that a strike. So he called it a strike. So here comes the next pitch.
Oh.
Oh, man, that's 2 of them out there in that same area. 4,
And
strike 2. I thought the one before that was even a little farther outside, and that one's driven foul off the fence.
that's one of those protection swings right there. She needs to push it to the opposite field, being that far out.
I'm waiting for this ump to show me the for sure count. The board says 2-1-2. That might be right. And that ball's high and up over the batter's head.
3-1. There should be 3-2, right?
I think so.
Because you just had 2 foul balls, so it's a full count.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. That ball's driven foul, brought back over into the bleachers.
Oh.
That'll wake them up. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a 1-1 game. Riley at the plate. Bases are absolutely juiced. A base hit should score multiple runs here. She steps back into the left-handed batter's box, ready to go. Here comes the pitch, and it's high up over her head for ball 4. And so Dillard earns the walk, and that'll score a run.
Oh, if she leave that door open, man, that breeze comes in there pretty good.
And that brings in Leilene Zamora. And so Zamora heads up to the plate.
For ball 1.
Takes ball 1.
It was high and outside, but I was afraid to call it a strike, but he didn't, fortunately.
So bases loaded, 2 outs. Zamora drives that one right
to the
at the
shortstop.
shortstop. A line drive, well-hit ball, and she lines out. And so that'll move us into the second as your Eunice Lady Cardinals take the lead, 2-1.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports as your Lady Cardinals are hosting Dora. And we are in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch.
What?
I'm assuming he's saying that's outside.
Outside and low, if anything.
Wow. All right, so
So are both of these games district games or just the first one?
I believe they're both, but I don't
Okay.
know. You know,
We're not
I'd
100%
be-
sure?
Yeah, I'd be making up whatever I'm
So
saying.
he calls that a strike, so it makes it 1-1 here.
Trying to figure out who that is batting. Is that Deason?
Let me see the number now.
It can't be Deason. It's got to be maybe Gomez. Yeah, it's
number
Gomez.
7. Gomez.
7 is Gomez.
So foul ball, strike number 2. As we start the top of the second here. Can't even talk sometimes.
So back in there is Gomez with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. She steps in ready. Here's the pitch.
Ooh,
Low and
inside.
inside.
We're making a 2-2.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes here in a 1-2 game. Dora with 1. Eunice with 2 after the first. We're in the top of the second. Kelly Stinson in the circle. Pitches that one high and outside.
Bring it
For
to
ball
full
3.
count, right?
Yep.
She's going to walk her, she's going to hit the ball, she's going to strike out.
Those of you that have logged in now, we started off this game with some signal trouble, and we hadn't done anything special, but now we got signal again. And so your guess is as good as mine. We've done nothing different. Absolutely nothing.
Remember the first time we did this, we had Lucy and we were going crazy. What do we do? What do we do? Now we just like put it back out there.
Yeah, we just sit here, turn it off,
Yep.
turn it back on, and hope it comes
Yep,
back on
let nature
eventually.
take its course.
Yep. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, driven over toward third, and
Oh.
Gaetan comes in with a great catch.
She's like a rabbit out there.
Yeah.
And
Good
she
looking.
rolls the ball back to the pitcher. What was that about?
So that'll bring Kendrick up as she heads to the plate.
She's crazy.
Kendrick only batted once in that last game. She had a strikeout in the last game, and she steps in there ready. Here comes Stinson from the circle. She kicks and fires it toward home high outside for ball 1.
She wanted it. I thought she swung.
And she laughs at her catcher like, I'm sorry, I don't know what that was.
I'd be mad at her right now if I was a catcher. You're making me work extra.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Catcher moving over to that inside corner. That ball's fouled off for strike 2. For strike 1.
Yeah,
1
1 and
ball,
1.
1 strike.
You want this game in quick. Everything's a strike for you right
They're
now, huh?
speeding it up, huh?
Mm-hmm. What they say, get her done.
Get her did. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in a 2-1 game. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh, nah, she put her hand out there. She tried to catch it.
Yeah, she stuck her hand out to block it, and it hit her right in that hand.
Well, if that's legal, if I was about it, I'd try to catch every ball thrown out there.
Yeah, it was an
It hurt.
inside pitch, no doubt.
Look at her. She's rubbing her
She
hand.
stuck her left hand out there to catch it, and it hit her in the hand.
Teach her a lesson.
So she's headed over to first base. So that is Kendrick, who gets hit by a pitch officially, and that'll bring Jones to the plate. 1 out. Kendrick standing on first.
Jones has 1 ball here. He calls that a strike. 1-1 here.
So back in there is Jones, the lefty. Here comes the pitch. It's outside.
Good stop there by the catcher.
Yep. This catcher, Nieto, she's really coming along, and I see things throughout the season just in what we've covered them where she's improving every game I watch. That ball's driven foul. From the plate, hitting. Behind the plate, her throws to second.
Second are very accurate right now.
Man. Yeah,
She's young, right? Was she a sophomore?
I believe so. I believe
This team
so.
doesn't have that many seniors, correct?
No, they don't. You know, unfortunately, you got Stinson in the circle. And Garrett, I believe. Trying to look around out there and see if I see any others.
Leyva?
Alejandra Leyva. And so back in there is Jones. Here comes the pitch. And that
Nice
was
pitch
right down the middle. Ring her up, sit her down. That'll send Jones to the showers. And she goes down
to the dugout. The game's not over yet. If it was, all right, folks, have a good night. Let's go.
And that'll bring up Garcia for Dora. She steps in there ready to go.
Stinson delivers
First
a pitch,
pitch,
swing and a miss.
Man, I tell you what, I watched a basketball game last night, and I don't watch many whole basketball games, especially NBA, but I watched the Lakers and the Nuggets last night. One of the best basketball games I've seen in years.
Oh, they were playing defense and nobody was walking?
Man, it was amazing. It went down, you know, LeBron James knocked down a shot late in the game. Anyway, it was a back-and-forth deal. And then the Lakers scored to tie the game with like 5 seconds to go. And then coming back the other way, Murray from Denver hit a game winner at the buzzer to win the game. It was pretty rowdy.
They're in the playoffs already, right?
Yes, it is the playoffs. So down goes Garcia on the strikeout, and we'll move into the bottom of the second. The Lady Cards lead 2-1.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports here as the Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting Dora in the second game of our doubleheader. The Lady Cards won the first game 16-1, and it is a 2-1 game here as we move in to the bottom of the second, right?
Correct. You are correct, sir.
Hesso in the circle for Dora throws that first pitch by
Garcia.
for strike number one. That is Lexi Garcia again.
Yes, sir.
So
And
Lex,
that sun is bright out there right now.
it
Look at that
is,
coming
and
in.
it's just about to get down where it'll be right in our face.
What was that, strike number 2? It is.
Yep. So
Calls that outside corner there.
she took that one for strike two. So 0-2 to Lex. She steps in there ready. She swings at that one, stays live, fouls it off.
Count remains the same here, right?
Yep. Yep.
Man. Well, people can stand out there in that heat.
So next pitch, here it is. It's high and outside for ball number one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was giving you 2 finger.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Swung on and missed, so down goes Garcia on the strikeout.
For out number 1 for the Eunice Cardinals. Brings the top of the lineup, right, Mr. Jones?
Yep, back to Michaela Pierce. Young lady had a double her first at bat. And she steps in there ready. First pitch swung on, hit high over the pitcher. Pitcher steps in, makes the catch. Didn't even hardly have to leave the circle.
Yep. For out number 2,
So down goes Pierce on the flyout.
This game might last a little longer than the last one.
Yeah, it could if it
At
keeps
this
this
pace.
up. Yep. Haley Jones comes to the plate. Young lady had an RBI flyout. Her last at
Oh,
bat.
she
and
popped it straight up.
Fouled that one back into the.
I think it was a no pitch. The umpire was not ready.
Not ready.
Let's confirm that.
I looked down looking at my notes and looked back up and the ball had already been hit. I'm like, what the heck? So stepping in there and ready. Here comes the first pitch and it's high.
For ball 1.
Ball one. So the
Unofficially, ball one, foul one. Huh?
Yeah, I was going to say board shows 1-0, and I think that's right because that first was
Ooh,
a no
she get
pitch,
hit?
and that one almost hit her.
This is ball number 2.
Mm-hmm.
On Haley Jones.
Haley back in there, and that ball's high for ball 3.
And right now the boys are playing in Loving, correct?
In Loving.
So I don't know any update on that. Like, we apologize if we haven't heard anything or seen anything on that.
I hadn't heard anything. Anybody has any updates, send them to us. We'll try to get it on the radio. So Haley Jones earns the walk, and she heads over to first. So with 2 outs according to the board, Jones stands on first, and that'll bring up Nieto.
The girl you were talking about earlier, the catcher, huh?
Young lady had a walk and 2 doubles in the last game.
Ooh, she jumped on that
right off the ump's noggin. Yeah, that'll learn him.
He looked up here at Jimmy like, who said that? Which 4 of y'all said that up
Who
there?
did that to me? So 0-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. It's driven over toward the shortstop. Third baseman going to step in, take it, throws it over toward first, throws it into the dugout.
Jones been running all the way.
Nieto
And they're
headed
sending
to
Jones
second.
home.
And Jones going to get held up on the pass ball. They're going to send her back to third. So Nieto, I'm going to give her the single, and then the error gets her to second.
Because when the ball went into the dugout here, so
Yep.
they have to hold the runners.
That'll
Kind of
bring,
bad luck there for Eunice.
that'll bring Stinson to the plate. Young lady that walked her last at bat takes that one low and inside for ball 1.
Man, that pitcher, as soon as that batter gets in her, she throws the ball.
Yeah, she's not wasting any time. She's ready to get rid of it.
I have a courtesy runner here for
Nieto.
Nieto.
Trying to see who that one is. I believe
think
it's
it's
Leyva
Leyva.
again.
Yes, sir.
Alejandra Leyva. You know, before the knee injury, Chloe had thought she might play softball this year, my Chloe, and run bases. That was her thinking, is maybe I could be the courtesy runner. And
Boy, that would be fun, huh?
yeah, it would have been entertaining to see Chloe out there in a softball uniform running bases.
That means you had to buy more gear for her.
Yeah, that's true. I told her, I said, you get out there. Oh, here comes on the pass ball. Jones is going to come home and score. Haley Jones steals home on the pass ball and scores a run.
Making the 2-1, right?
Yep. I told her, I said, you get out there and start practicing. They'll probably turn you into a fielder, too, because they'll like the speed.
Put on the outfield, yeah.
Yeah. So here comes Hesso back in the circle. Here comes the pitch.
High for ball.
Stinson took that one and was going to throw her bat like over toward the dugout, and I guess
She has 2 strikes?
I'm not sure
Okay.
what the count is, so I think the ump was, or Stinson was confused. She hits that one over toward
That's
right
falling,
center
that's
field.
dropping.
It's going to fall.
And get by her,
and
she's
it's gonna
going.
get by. Stinson heads
going
around
to third.
second. Now she's headed for third, and they're going to hold her up right there. And so Stinson with the double, probably off the error out there in right field, but we'll give her the double.
But another run came in, making the score 3-1 here.
And that'll bring up Peyton Williams to the plate. Runner standing on third with 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch, and it's
let it go.
right down the middle, and she stood there and took it. I'm assuming she had the take. I don't know, because that was a good-looking pitch.
I'm going to assume you were right.
She never even flinched at it. Here comes the next one. It's high and outside for ball 1.
Evens count. 1 strike, 1 ball, 2 outs here. As Eunice leads here in the bottom of the second.
Here comes the next pitch, driven high over toward the shallow left, trying to get there, and nobody gets there, and it's going to be a
I
foul
was
ball.
close to getting hit in the head there, that third
Yes.
baseman.
I concur.
That's a very dangerous play there.
Charlie says 3-1. I'm assuming he's talking about the count from about 40 seconds ago.
Yeah, I believe you're right. The last 2 batters ago.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie, for the heads up there.
So 3 balls, 1 strike.
Poor guy.
I'm sorry. That was 2 batters ago, Charlie. There's a drive toward left
Let it
field.
fall,
Left
let it
fielder's
fall.
under it, trying to make
Oh,
a
she
catch,
makes a
and
catch.
she does. And so making the catch out there in left field, and that'll send us to the top of the third. Your Lady Cardinals lead 3-1.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal Sports as your Lady Cardinals are hosting Dora. The Lady Cards lead. The board shows 3-1. I think it's 4-1. 4-1 game, according to Charlie, our official scorekeeper back at the hotel. And that ball is swung on and missed, and we're at the top of the lineup.
My old song right there, huh?
Yep. I missed the first 5 batters earlier because we were wrestling with our signal. And so I'm not sure what she did her first at bats, but Inge has taken these first 2 pitches, first strikes 2. So
remember, Inge was the only player who got hit a couple of hits last game.
Yep, and she swings and misses, so down goes Inge on her second at bat. I have that as the 3rd K for Stinson. There may be more, as like I said, during those first 5 batters of the game, we had no service, and I was running around trying to stick some tinfoil in my head and point my finger out the window like I used to do with my rabbit ears back in the day when I wanted to watch some cartoons.
I bet you nobody knows what rabbit ears are anymore.
That's probably true.
Much less tinfoil. You're hurting the environment, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
Shoot, my wife makes burritos and wraps them in tinfoil like every day.
That's the best way they taste, brother.
I'm telling you. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's outside for ball 1.
Oh, man, he's on the other side opening strike, huh?
Yeah, she makes burritos several times a week anyway, wraps them in tinfoil and has them all sitting on the counter when everybody gets up and go to work. You just grab your burrito and go. And that pitch is high for ball 2. Wow. Charlie's sending more messages. I can't even, let's see, the score I have. Pay attention to me. And then he sends me a Donald Trump picture. And so.
I guess it's a full count, maybe? No, 3 balls, 1 strike here.
Yeah.
We got to pay attention now, Jones. We got Charlie on line.
Yep. In there, ready. Here comes Stinson.
Oh, got away from her.
And that'll walk her. So
that's the other Ingen, right? Ingen?
Other Inge, I-N-G-E, I'm assuming. Yeah, so she walks. Just had Conager Pierce. He come up and visited with us in between games. Young man is playing at New Mexico Highland. Said he'd been doing a lot of DHing up there. And anyway, he's home for a couple of days visiting with family before he heads back. Another one of them Eunice greats on the football and baseball field.
Yep.
One of the best catchers
I've ever seen
in Eunice.
Yeah,
And we've had some good ones.
I played with his dad, and his dad was a very good catcher.
Yep.
But that young man was just a little bit better.
Yep. Yep. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Charlie, was that a striker of the ball?
Charlie will tell us in 30 or 40 seconds because that'll be the delay. But yeah, he was maybe.
He had the strongest arm. Nothing ever got by him.
Yeah. And I've seen some catchers that might have been as good with the glove as him, maybe, arguably. I've seen some catchers that might have had the glove that he had.
Correct.
But I haven't seen too many catchers that had the glove, the bat, and the arm.
And that's why he's at the second.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he's at college right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's at college as a batter and a pitcher right now.
No, not even as a catcher.
Yeah.
The craziest thing I see, he was catching like for 5 innings, and he came in to close the game out.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole time he's playing catch with the pitchers.
Yeah.
All right, go close that game out. He goes out there and closes it out. It's pretty amazing, man.
And he said that's what he's doing in college as a closer. And so I'm
Talking
assuming
about
they
it
called that
closer.
a ball.
That's a ball. As the crowd goes crazy on that one.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stinson doesn't usually show too much emotion. You could tell she didn't like that call.
I didn't like it either.
Here comes the next pitch. It's high and outside, and they throw that one down. Oh! Wow. I thought they got her at third, and the ump calls her safe. So I'll try not to complain too much. I know there's an ump shortage. And so earning the walk was Hessel. And that'll bring Deason to the plate. Deason steps up there ready, swings and misses. They fire that ball, and they're going to get her. They do. They pick the runner off over at third.
We're out number 3 here.
And that is out number 3. And they're the ump saying the coach is calling.
No, that's 2 outs. Charlie, tell us. Charlie, help us here.
Man, they had already thrown the ball down on the field, and the team was running off. I guess if you'd have been Dora, you could have kept on running them bases and put some runs on the board.
Charlie sends us a picture of his thumb. We appreciate that, Charlie. I guess we're supposed to put that on the camera. The thumb is present and here, he said.
So here comes the next pitch inside for ball.
Okay.
Oh, no, he called that a strike.
Yep, I was about to.
Wow.
Oh, wow, he said. He sounded like a puppy. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
0-1. Sound like one of the old Peanuts characters. Wow.
This board over here is hot.
Is it?
Yes.
That sun has started coming through and cooking a little bit.
And beating down on it.
Yep.
See if I can slide over this way without disconnecting anything. Or that's a little better.
Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed.
Now that's
and
side
so
number
that'll
4.
do it. So down goes Deason, and we will move into the bottom of the 4th or 3rd. Where are we at? Bottom of the 3rd. The Lady Cards lead 3-1. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Go, number 5.
Ready? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. And I see a Gabe Gaetan going down the bleachers. You can almost get the back of his noggin. See, that's him about right there. And Gabe Gaetan is this year's Eunice High School Teacher of the Year. He was just awarded that privilege or honor yesterday at the teacher's banquet or the employee banquet.
Came out of retirement to get that.
Yeah, the Teacher of the Year.
You might get 3 more years out of him, huh?
A.K.A. my brother-in-law.
A.K.A. the Spanish teacher.
That's right. So Gabe with the Teacher of the Year, well-deserved. He definitely takes it serious, and that ball's hit foul. Also in that same meeting, some other Teachers of the Year, I believe at the middle school, was Mr. Miller.
Well deserved.
That's
Mr. Miller's
right.
a great
That's
teacher.
right.
He's a fabulous teacher, I believe.
Awesome teacher for sure. And then Miss Sisk at the elementary, I believe. Is that correct? I believe it was Miss Sisk over at the elementary. I think that's right. That may not. I hope I'm right. I may be wrong.
Huh. I'm not sure about the elementary. I didn't attend. I had other things going on.
Yeah, and we didn't attend either. My wife had a city council meeting when the board set that date up. I knew that I was sitting in the school board meeting when they set that, and that was city council day. And the problem is you had
Three teachers?
Yeah, you had 3 teachers involved in the meeting. You had the spouse of a teacher involved in the
You
meeting.
had the maintenance manager in there.
Yes,
too.
yes.
And myself, I went to that.
Yes. So it just wasn't a good night for. There's just a lot going on.
It just didn't work out
basically.
again, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the board, 1 out. Here comes the next pitch. It's driven over into left center field. Riley going to get to first. She's going to make the turn and then scoot back over to first. So Riley with a good piece of hitting there.
Up to bat, number 11, Layleen Zamora.
Man, we just can't get them sticks going. The score is 1-4 here, as Charlie had corrected us earlier.
Yep.
They're bringing Zamora up to bat for the Eunice Cardinals.
Layleen Zamora comes to the plate. Runner standing on first. She takes that first pitch high and outside for ball 1. Also, in that board meeting, I believe they announced the new superintendent selection.
Correct. You are correct. Yes, sir.
And that is Mr. Bruce
Hatch.
Hatch. Mr. Bruce Hatch coming to us from the Farmington area. He's been serving here most recently as the principal at the alt school there in the Farmington area. And so congratulations to Mr. Hatch, as he will be your new superintendent.
A lot happening right now in our district, man.
A lot going on.
Yep.
You had Miss Sims retiring, which is your business manager and kind of the rock of the finances. You had Mr. Haynes retiring, which has been here, 14 years, 15 years?
Quite a bit of years.
As superintendent.
Superintendent, yes.
He was here when I was in school, so he's been here longer than that. And beating that run out, or beating that shot out, is Zamora.
And Riley moves over to third.
Yeah.
So we got runners on the corners for the Eunice Cardinals, and we have
Lexi Garcia coming to the plate, and Mr. Kemple, Coach Kemple, wants to talk
that was a foul ball a minute
to
ago.
the ump. And so I'm not sure. Surely he wouldn't ask him to overturn. Maybe so. Shout out to Perry Kemple, listening again from Reno. We appreciate you.
She always tends to log on those.
Absolutely, and we appreciate her listening.
Sticking beside us, because sometimes we don't go all the way through
That's
like
right.
we should.
Taking that first pitch down the middle, I'm assuming was high for ball 1, because he never made a.
I think he called it a strike.
Oh, did he?
Yes, sir.
He just never did the arm pump.
He did the half a pump.
A half a pump. And that pitch there, he never did an arm pump either, so I'm
that's a
assuming
ball.
that was a ball.
We just got to
He
guess now.
just showed 2-0, so he did call that first pitch a ball. And there's a strike. So strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike here, 1 out.
See, he didn't even make a pump there. We know it's a strike, but he didn't make a pump or anything.
2-1. Here comes the
mystery.
next pitch. Swung on, miss. So now you got a 2-2 count.
Let's stay in there. What?
Huh? So 2 balls, no strikes. What? Nope. Now it says 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
1 out.
Here comes the next pitch. Oh, woo-wee. That was a close one. That was a rough one. If you're a Dora.
Yes, man. They ain't saying nothing. They ain't howling at all.
Woo-wee. Here comes the next pitch. It swung on, hit toward left field. It's going to land foul.
And it is a deep foul ball.
Garcia got a hold of one there. And so she's staying alive. 3-2-1 on the board.
Count remains the same, huh?
Yep. The board shows 3-2-1, and that means contact. And that's driven over toward the pitcher. Pitcher going to scoop it up, throw it over to first. And that will be out number 2 as Garcia goes down. She did get the RBI.
Yeah, making it 5-1.
Number 13, Michaela Pierce.
So once again, brings us to the top of the lineup. As the sun is burning up my arm over here.
Pierce had a double and a fly out, her second at bat, and she steps up with a runner on third in Zamora.
There's a ball 1 here.
Yep.
Without a doubt, right?
That sun has just now got low enough that it's starting to cook inside the box a little bit, and there's a called strike.
We'll have to call it a game real quick, ain't we?
It's about to cook us.
We're missing 1 light, so.
There's a drive toward left center field. Left fielder trying to get under it. It goes off the glove onto the ground. Zamora's going to score, and Pierce slides into second with the double. So Pierce with an RBI double. And that'll bring Haley Jones back to the plate. The young lady has an RBI fly out and a walk here in this game, and she dribbles that one toward third base foul.
This young lady crushes the ball, but unfortunately, every game I've seen her play, it's directly at somebody.
She crushes it right at a shortstop or
Yeah,
right at a center fielder.
Deep center fielder.
Yeah.
It's just her luck right now.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jones. Another one of my family members. As I look down there on this field, it's amazing how many of these kids are either related to me or my wife. And there goes Pierce going to steal third. And Pierce ends up over to third looking to steal. And in that first game, she stole all the way around the bases like this and then stole home.
Yep.
Oh, and Jones
right
gets
in the
hit
ribs.
right in the ribs.
Poor girl.
And that'll bring Nieto.
Are they laughing at her?
So that'll send Jones on to first. Pierce stands at third, so runners on the corners, and Melanie Nieto comes to the plate. Young lady got hit by a pitch and had a single so far here in this game, and she swings and misses, and Jones still second.
I like Nieto. She goes up there very aggressive with that bat.
In the first game, she had a walk and 2 doubles. So, yeah, she's shown that she can hit it deep. She had one that when it left the bat in that first game, I thought it was out of here. I was giving it my home run call, and it went off the fence.
Just
and there
like that
is
one.
A drive that she absolutely murdered, and she hit that ball. It landed in the street and then bounced over into the high school grass over there.
She straighten that up a little bit.
Yes. Here's the next
Oh,
pitch,
inside
and it's
pitch, and it's a
inside, and here comes Pierce as she's going to steal home, and she's safely
And then
there.
Jones is going to third.
And Jones is over to third.
It takes her out.
Yeah. And so there's bodies everywhere, but the Lady Cards put another run on the board here. It's 5-1.
So like about them Lady Cardinals being aggressive over there.
On the bases for sure. So back in there's Nieto. She takes that one high for ball number 2, I believe. Or is that 1? 2?
I think it's 2.
So
We'll say
2
it's
balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Woo, woo, woo. And I didn't even get to drive. She drives it over into right center
it's dropping.
field. It's going to drop, and
That's
it's going
gonna
to
be a
roll
double.
to the fence. It's
Could
up
be a
against the
triple.
fence now. They pick
Oh,
it
it's
up.
gonna be a
Nieto
triple.
heads for 3, and they're going to hold her up there as she is a stand-up triple
She clears the bases too, right?
with an RBI. And so Nieto continues to hit it well.
She's hot out there, man.
And she'll get the
crushing
courtesy
the ball.
runner as Alejandra Leyva comes in to run for her. And that'll bring the senior Kelly Stinson, the pitcher for this Lady Cardinal team, into the circle. Runner on third, and she takes the first one right in the kneecap, and
That
she's
hurt.
hobbling, and she throws the bat in frustration because that one hurt her. And I hope her dress isn't short for prom because she's going to have a big lumpy bruise on that kneecap for prom pictures.
And not just that, that's her leg she pushes off with.
Yep. And she goes past first base and goes out there and puts her hands on her knees and bends all the way over to the ground at one point, and now she's hobbling back over to first, and I got a fly that wants to land on my nose. I'm about to send him to see Jesus here pretty soon.
And she do have a courtesy runner here because she was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, so
Is she smiling or she?
I can't tell. Stinson
She
heads over
looked
to the
over towards-
dugout, and she's going to have Mariah McGuire come in for her as a courtesy runner.
Number 27, Hayden Williams.
Make him pay. Number 27.
So Peyton Williams comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch, and she drives it to left field. Left fielder does a good job cutting that one off. And McGuire's all the way over to third, and Williams is in with a stand-up double RBI.
Up to bat, number
So is that number 7? Is that the 7th run?
I believe that is correct, and that'll bring Lizzie Gayton to the plate with runners on second and third. A base hit here scores 2, and Gayton can do it.
And your friend is back.
That fly,
Yeah.
he wants to go see Jesus. He keeps landing on my face, and Gayton swings at that one.
For strike number 1, right?
1 ball, 1 strike.
We're concerned about that fly. Don't worry about the strikes or the balls, huh?
That's right. That
Ooh.
ball's inside. Ooh, no call, so ball 2. And we've lost a light here on the board. Hope that isn't a fire hazard or whatever. And Gayton swings and fouls
Fouls it
that
off.
off. So Charlie's saying the score should be 8-1. And so I won't argue with him.
It's 2-2-2 and woo.
Oh, yeah, we woohoo.
Full count here.
I was looking.
We haven't done that much tonight.
I was looking at Charlie's messages. He was sending
Charlie,
me.
Nick, we're distracting
and
people,
looking
Charlie.
at the board not having 3 lights.
It's been like that for a while now.
And so
Lizzie
walking
draws a walk.
is Gaetan. So Gaetan walks, heads to first, and that'll bring Riley Dillard to the plate with the bases juiced. An 8-1 game with 2 outs. And Riley Dillard up there. I heard the coach say swing hard. She steps in there ready and takes that first pitch
Man,
up
don't
above
give her
her
nothing
head
to
for
hit.
ball 1.
But we
Charlie
still have
sending
no
me
light.
more messages. He's got a little fly. He sent me a little Moscow.
Oh,
and she
sweet.
swings
Let's
and
see why did that
misses.
one.
So strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Come on, light, turn back on, please.
We're in the bottom of the 3rd. We're struggling with cell service, and that pitch is outside for ball number 2. So 2-1. Is that what the count is? Here comes the next pitch, and it's right on that outside edge for ball 3, I'm assuming. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. It's hit high up over the pitcher. Pitcher trying to get into it, makes a catch, and down goes Dillard as we move into the top of the 4th. The Lady Cardinals lead 8-1.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in well sick care for all ages, well women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports here live as your Eunice Cardinals are hosting the Dora Coats in a District 4, I don't know what that is, 1, 2, 3A matchup. The districts are kind of strange, and the matchups are kind of strange as far as the way those are. That ball's hit right back to the pitcher. Stinson scoops it up, underhands it to first, and down goes the batter, I believe. I'm not even sure who that was.
Don't give me a lie. I'm just glad that Simpson was able to get that ball and run pretty good there after she got hit last inning. That's my biggest concern. So
that brings up Gomez to the plate. Gomez flew out her first at bat. She steps up there ready, takes that first pitch inside for ball 1.
Man, it looks so good from here for a strike.
Yep.
Not
so
from there, huh?
Stepping back in there, she's ready as Gomez. Here comes the pitch. And that one's inside for ball 2. So 2-0.
We need to fix that shade right up there.
Yep.
Second the motion.
Yep. That ball's hit, little dribbler down the first baseline foul.
Strike number 1 on this young lady.
Yep.
Little action here.
Had a big yawn coming there. It goes.
It came and left. That Stinson delivers the pitch.
There's a dry foul.
Ooh.
I know it. Went off the fence. Almost took out her teammate.
Over there on deck circle. So that's strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here for the Dora Coyotes. Stinson is up there. Kelly, dribbles the ball towards, George, the plate. For ball number 3, right?
Yes, sir. I believe that is correct.
Will be correct, Charlie?
He'll tell us about 40 seconds from now. That ball's driven over down the first base line. It's going to go foul, so foul ball.
Count remains the same.
Yep. So a reminder to everybody, I believe May the 2nd is the Chamber of Commerce banquet, the annual banquet for the city of Eunice. A lot of awards and things given out at that banquet, so get your tickets from the Chamber of Commerce.
This young lady drew a walk here. We only have 2 lights here, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I believe it.
I've been trying to take station, but don't think that's going through.
So that brings up Kendrick. She was hit by a pitch her last at bat, so she steps up to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. It's hit, a little chopper to the pitcher. Stinson scoops it up, throws it over to first, and they get her. And so down goes Kendrick.
Charlie has very good internet service right now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's got better than we do. So.
Yep.
So I believe that's going to bring up Jones to the plate. There's maybe a substitution. No, maybe it's
we're
the
in
next
the
one.
sweat box in here, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's if you keep this thing closed, it stays pretty cool in here. But every time that door opens, it sucks all that cool air out, replaces it with warm air,
start all over, huh?
and it starts all over like you just turned that AC on again. So every time that door opens, you feel that breeze come through. Well, it's sucking all your cool air out.
We got 3 lights, Jones.
Yeah, back again.
Got a sighting.
Guess who's back?
The 3rd light.
Back again.
The 3rd light. So that's called strike number 2, right?
So 0-2 to Jones from Dora. So if she would just hit it to second base, I could really get involved in this one.
This is not let hit it at all for strike number 3.
Down she goes. Down goes Jones on the strikeout as we move into the bottom of the 4th. The Lady Cards lead 8-1 according to the board.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports. The Lady Cards here with the lead, 8-1. We're in game number 2 of our doubleheader. The Lady Cards won the first game 16-1. This game's been a little more competitive. The Lady Cards scored 5 in the last inning, though, to open that lead up. It's now, the board shows 8-1. Charlie, sitting in the hotel, says 9-1. Well, I'll say it's 8.5. 8.5 to 1.
8.5. Yeah, 8.5.
8.5. And so the Lady Cardinals are going to be led off this inning by Leilene Zamora. Young lady had a line out her first at bat and then a single her last at bat. The ump is over getting him a little drinky drink. Get you a drinky drink. You're done. Come on, get back over here.
I know, we can't get no water. You can't get no water, bud. This is the hot box in here.
Yeah, he's wearing all that catching gear, though, that ump gear. That probably is a little warm.
You got to kneel down to a certain point, too. You got to pay attention.
I can't be kneeling down.
We can't be beating on Charlie.
Yeah, I can't kneel down. Now, if they bring me one of them little stool deals that you can kind of sit on that have like a little bar. Did somebody fall? I heard a bang, bang.
Somebody dropped their Stanley Cup. See?
Oh, yeah, it is. That's what it is. One of them Stanley $90 cups or $100 cups. So Leilene Zamora steps into the box. We're ready to go here in I believe this is the bottom of the 4th. That swing.
She watered that one right there, boys and
girls. She
girls.
swung hard, that's for sure.
You didn't cheat her at all.
For strike number 1. Her feet come plumb up off the ground. Here comes the next pitch. And that one almost hit her. She was bobbing and weaving. Feet was moving like Usher in a video to Yeah. She was doing the A-Town March.
She looked like Usher off the Super Bowl.
Yep.
All sweaty.
Back in there ready. Here comes the pitch. It's outside for ball number 2. So 2-1 to Zamora. Moving them feet like MJ.
MJ did play some baseball, didn't he?
I'm talking about Michael Jackson.
Oh, I'm talking about him. I thought Michael Jordan.
A different Michael Jackson.
That was a different MJ, right?
Yep.
Call that a strike on the way inside invisible corner.
And it was like about a 5-second delayed call, but now according to the board, it's 3-2, and that ball is high and outside.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here.
And so headed down is Zamora as she earns the walk. And we've got Pierce. I believe this is Bella Pierce. Bella Pierce comes in for Lex Garcia. Runner on first, and she takes a big high swing for that one, for strike 1.
swing and a miss for strike number 1 here on Bella.
0-1 to Pierce. Stepping back in there, ready to go. Runner on first. Here comes the pitch, and it's high for ball number 1.
Even in the
1-1.
count here. What's up with Charlie seeing all these pictures of us sweating?
I'm not sure what he's...
Everything is working fine in the flying and the guy sweating in that.
He's got too much time on his hands sitting over there in that hotel room, that's for sure. There's a drive down the
towards
third base line.
It's a fair ball.
And it stays in. It's going to be fair.
And Zamora never stopped running, going to third.
And Pierce now midway down the first, second area there, and she's going to end up back on first. So Pierce with a single.
Moves the runner over. Good job there.
That's right.
Number 13, Michaela Pierce.
And so runners on the corners as Zamora standing on third. Pierce on third, and we're first, and we're back to the top of the lineup. There's a bunt by Pierce, and it's going to go foul.
Man. Here's another text message from Charlie.
Yeah.
It takes forever to open up. This guy's going to waste all my internet.
Got a message there from Travis Pearson asking me some questions. I'll see if I can get you the answers when I get home here in a minute. So runners on the corners. There's that pitch, and she thought about it. And the other Pierce is going to steal second. So now runners on second and third, no outs with the leadoff batter, Michaela Pierce, and she swings and fouls that one off.
And Charlie sends the AC. Check it out, boss. You feel it blowing?
Yeah, I see that. That's probably the AC he's got in his hotel room right now.
What is a Roach Moch hotel you be staying in?
It'd be one of them rattling old ACs that makes a bunch of racket.
Oh, Charlie.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Where is he at, Carlsbad?
I don't know why, but for some reason I was thinking Big Spring, but that doesn't mean that's right. That may just be me dreaming. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and driven into left center field. 1 run scores. They're going to turn the other Pierce as she heads in, and Michaela Pierce is going to slide into second with a double. She was attacking second as soon as she left.
She was going for second no matter what.
So 2 RBIs on that one. Young lady's got 3 RBIs already in this game, and here comes Haley Jones to the plate. She's got an RBI of her own. And she got hit by a pitch. Her last at-bat, she walked the time before that. And then her first at-bat, she had an RBI flyout. And she drives that one into left field. Left fielder's not going to get to it. It's going to stay in.
Should be a double.
Pierce going to turn there at third, and they're going to hold her up there. And so Haley Jones with a stand-up double.
Brings this young lady, she's been hot all night. Or all day, you can say, right?
Nieto tonight has got a triple, 2 doubles, a single. Oh, is it not Nieto?
Yeah, that is Nieto.
Oh, I thought she was talking to me. She got hit by a pitch and a walk. So this young lady has got on base every time, and I'll probably jinx her, that she has batted all 6 times tonight in the 2 games. She takes that pitch inside for ball number
2.
I think 2. So
yes,
2-0 is the count. And Nieto steps in there ready. Runners on second and third.
Ooh, she wanted to jump on that one.
It.
Oh, he called it a ball.
So they'll call it a ball.
It's 3 balls, no strikes. Give her the green light, Coach. Give her the green light.
So 3-0. Here comes the pitch to Nieto, and it is out. Oh, he calls that a strike. I thought it was outside. Charlie said he's in Fort Worth. Here comes the next pitch, and it's high and outside for ball 4.
I was hoping you could get a hit there.
And Nieto with the walk, and that'll bring Kelly Stinson up. Bases absolutely juiced as the senior. EHS is voted most athletic in the senior class here, heads to the plate.
We have a pinch runner for showing us a picture of his hotel.
That's Alejandra Leyva, heads over to first. Runners on all bases. Stinson at the plate, and I can guarantee you somewhere deep down inside her head, whether I want to say it or not, she's thinking grand slammy here. Here comes the pitch. It's driven. It's right at the shortstop. Shortstop's going to scoop it up, get the lead runner, and 2 runs are going to score. So she's going to get a 2 RBI single on the fielder's choice out of that deal.
Shut the door.
And that'll bring Peyton Williams up to the plate.
Is that the first out of the inning?
You know, I thought it was the second, but I could be wrong. Runner on first, and Williams pops that one up over just over the third baseman's head, and so she'll get the single out of that deal. And that'll bring Lizzie Gaetan back to the plate with runners at first and second. The high school kids are dropping like flies up here in the box.
We got a fifth grade running the board now.
Yeah, they've moved the other Chloe, our Chloe, over to take over the scoreboard. So she'll be the one getting hollered at in a minute. And they hit that one into center field, does Gaetan. It's going to score 1 run easily as Stinson slowly struts in and steps on home plate.
So that is going to be 12 runs.
And so Liz Gaetan with an RBI single. I think it's probably 12, but I'm not 100% certain. Here comes the next pitch, high for ball 1. Runners on the corners. Here comes the next pitch, low and outside for the ball. And Gaetan going to steal second, and she had a late slide there too, with no throw where she almost broke her legs.
Oh, when they try to slide.
And that ball is going to be high, and Williams is going to ease home and just step on home plate. I don't know.
I think it might be 3 balls.
We could ask Charlie, but he'd tell us 30 seconds from now. Yeah.
So it should be score 13 now.
So 13-1, we believe, is the score on the board, or should be on the board. It shows 11-1. We got a 2-1 count. That ball's hit. It's a little dribbler toward third base. Riley is going to get there. She does. And then coming home is Gaetan as she's going to slide into home off the Dillard single with an RBI. And that'll bring up Leilene Zamora.
I believe that's the ball game. It's 12-1. They got run ruled again.
All right, so that'll be the ball game. Quick rundown of our sponsors, if I can find them here in my list. As your Lady Cardinals win both of them. They win this one here pretty easily. They win the first one 16-1. Thank you to Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Guns Up Services, Devon Energy, and NMR Pipeline. Thank you for watching. For Rosendo Caballero, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you, and have a great night. We'll see you Friday.